everyone, it's Keis at Yoga with Keis, bringing you a 20-minute stress-reducing practice. If today has been long, if people been getting on your nerves, or maybe you just need to unwind, this class is for you. So starting in a standing position, I invite you to become grounded by beginning to place your heels into the earth beneath you and picking up each toe one at a time and then pressing it down each one at a time to help you begin to stand strong in the legs. Lifting all the way through to the top of your head, I invite you to find a nice tall spine, rolling the shoulders away from your ears and down your back. Here I invite you to bring your hands out, palms open, and just enjoy this standing pose, Tadasana. Here, begin to notice your breath. Begin to just become aware, not trying to change it. Bring your attention to how the breath is moving through your body. And as you bring your attention to how the breath is moving through the body, notice how your body's feeling. From head to toe, just scanning and becoming aware. Not judging or trying to change, just noticing. This next breath practice we're going to do, I invite you to lift your arms up on an inhale. Lift them out again in front of you on an inhale, and then lift them all the way above your head, and then exhale completely. Let's do that again together. We're going to lift up on an inhale, and as you inhale, lift those hands out to the sides. And then on your next inhale, same inhale, lift your hands out in front of you. Same inhale, lift those hands all the way to the sky, and then exhale, release the breath all the way down as you fold over. Just notice how you feel after doing that breath, and then begin to rise all the way back up into standing. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift the hands out. Same inhale in front of you. Same inhale above your head. Exhale, release and fold over. Hanging, relaxing. Breathing, even bending one leg at a time to just get some movement in your legs and your hips. Or if you'd like, you can grab both elbows with your hands and begin swinging side to side, breathing the entire time. Just noticing how this feels to the body. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to lift the hands up as you sit back into a chair pose, really pressing your hips back, leaning into the heels and the feet, grounding down. And then exhale, lift the hands and lift standing, drop the hands. Roll the shoulders, moving them up towards the ears, down the spine, reversing front ways one at a time. Whatever feels best to you. Just really finding your own roles here. Playing with this, allowing it to be authentic to yourself. On your next inhale, lift the hands all the way up to the sky. Bring the hands together and then flip the palms up towards the sky. Now you have this stretch in your wrists and your arms. Lift your ears away from your shoulders, or shoulders away from ears, and then exhale and tilt over to your right side. Inhale, lift back to center, and then same posture, exhale over to your left side. Breathing here. Inhale, lift back to center, release your hands, rolling the wrists and moving the fingers as you bring them down back to the sides. Bring your hands again together and flipping them outward, pressing your hands out now in front of you, really stretching out your wrists and your hands. And then unflipping and then doing the same thing as you bring your hands behind your back, bringing the hands together, flipping the palms down this time. Unless it doesn't feel good, you can keep them together. But now we're just pulling our shoulders back, lifting the chest, lifting the chin as we get a slight back bend here. Breathing the entire time. Begin to unroll and roll those shoulders out again. Coming back to your grounding standing pose. And just get some neck movements, some stretches that feel good to you here. Dropping the neck down on an exhale. Rolling over to the right side on an inhale. Exhaling again as you lift the chin up towards the sky. And then inhaling, left ear, left shoulder. And back to the beginning as you exhale, bringing the chin down to the chest. I invite you to take this movement now for yourself, finding your own neck rolls, following the motion I guided you through, or finding your own motion. Listening to what your neck needs here, maybe stretching longer on one side, maybe going counterclockwise. Whatever feels good to you, listening, stretching, breathing. Just continue to move through this, breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to bring your left hand to your left shoulder as you take your right hand on top of your right ear, or your left ear, and then begin to pull over to the side, stretching that side of the neck. Let's release and do the other side, taking the right hand to the right shoulder, taking your left hand over that right ear, and then pulling over to the left side. Feeling the stretch in this right side of your neck. Release and bring the hands down, roll it out. And next inhale, just begin to start doing some spins here. This is my favorite to do. I feel like a big kid, bending each knee in, really moving side to side, letting the arms flop. Just really relaxing into this breathing. Just keep bending the knees, keep spinning, keep just making this feel good to you. Letting the body loosen up. And then as you're ready, come back to that standing position. And now I invite you to step that right foot out in front of you, bringing the left foot out sideways behind you. And as you extend that right leg, bend that right knee, not so much where you can't see your toes, but just enough where your knee is bent and your toes are still visible. Open the hips out to the side, extend the arms out front, and look over those right fingertips. Breathing here in this warrior two. On your next exhale, I invite you to turn that right palm up and bring that left palm down back behind you as you reverse your warrior. Breathing here. Next inhale, bring the hands out to your warrior two again. And then we'll go ahead and exhale and bring our right elbow down to that right knee as we bring the left hand up and over. Breathing here. Open back up into your warrior two position. Straighten out that front leg. Turn that right leg in. 5-point star, both toes out, both fingers out, and then exhale and fold over. Breathing here into this wide-legged fold. Walking the hands out in front of you to stretch deeper and back behind you to feel a stretch in the legs. Bending the knees if necessary. Breathing the entire time as you find your stretch here. Going back and forth. Reaching forward, reaching backwards. On your next inhale, lift up halfway and then begin to turn your feet so we can do warrior two on the other side. So now your left foot comes front, your right foot turns sideways. You see your knee up front there, you see your toes. Open up those hips, hands come out wide, look over those left fingertips. Warrior two. Breathing here. Your next exhale, turn that palm down, reach that left palm up and over, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lift back up, warrior two. Drop those shoulders down and exhale as you bring the left elbow down to the left knee and reach over with your right arm. Breathing here. Inhale back into standing. Straighten out that front leg. Turn those toes in. Lift those hands out. 5-point star. Exhale, fold over. This time you can find a bend in your knee again if you'd like. Lift up halfway. Exhale, walk those hands over to the right foot. Breathe here. Inhale, halfway lift back to the center, and then exhale, walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, walking back to center. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, halfway lift. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale as you bring those heels to toes and toes to heels back into a nice tall stance. Hands reaching. And then as your toes are pointing out, exhale and come down into Malasana. Both elbows come into the knees. Placing the right hand down and then opening up with the left for an inside twist. Exhale, release that left hand down as you reach the right hand up for a twist. Exhale, release that hand. Come all the way down to your mat, extending both feet out, coming into a wide-legged seat. You can have a slight bend in the knees if that feels good to you. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, we're going to begin to fold over straight down the center, hinging at the waist. Finding your fold here, letting your head hang. Breathing. Inhale, lift up. Lift those hands all the way up. We're going to do that again. Exhale, reach and hinge forward. Releasing and letting the head hang as you breathe. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And then we'll take that left foot in towards the right thigh. Turn our body over to the side as we lift our hands, and then we'll reach and exhale over to this right foot. Breathing here. Inhale, lift all the way up. Hands come to the sky. Extend that left foot out. Bring that right foot into the left thigh this time. Turn the body to that left foot. Exhale, hinge over. Breathing. Inhale, lift all the way back up into a nice tall seat, lifting those hands, straightening out that foot, and we're going to fold here again all the way through the center. Release, breathe. Inhale, lift all the way back up, sitting up nice and tall. And I invite you now to come to your mat, bringing both feet on the mat, knees bent, and rolling your spine all the way back down. With your feet planted, your hands planted beside your hips, down, pointing towards the toes. I invite you here as we begin to lift the hips up for bridge. And let this bridge feel good to you, lifting them to a comfortable space. Exhale, bring the hips down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the hips, finding your space here. Exhale, release the hips down. This time we're going to extend the hands as we lift the hips up. Raise the hands all the way above your head. Or actually bring the hands down to the sides. As you drop the hips, bring the hands all the way above your head. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the hips, bring the hands down to the sides. Exhale, drop the hips as you lift the hands up and over. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, drop, hands up and over. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the hips. This time take a moment and hold the hips here. Exhale, hands come back up above the head. This time bring the knees in on an inhale, giving yourself a hug here. Maybe going side to side so you can feel a little massage on the spine. Breathing the entire time. As you're ready, begin to do some circles with the knees. Hands on top of the knees as you move those knees around, moving the hips, moving the legs. Letting this motion feel good to you, reversing one way or another. Place your feet back down, and on your next inhale, kick the right foot all the way up towards the sky. The left foot. And move those toes, move those ankles. And as you're ready, hug in that left thigh a little bit closer to the chest. On your next exhale, release that left foot all the way back down. And then inhale, bring the right knee in, giving it a hug and twisting it over that left leg. Extend that right arm out and look over to that right side. Breathing here in this twist. Inhale, lift that right knee back in and go ahead and have the left knee meet as both feet plant here, and we'll switch sides, lifting this time the right foot, moving the ankle, moving the toes. Bring that right leg in just a little bit deeper with the stretch, holding the back of the thigh as you bring it towards the chest. Exhale as you release that foot all the way down, this time hugging the left knee in and then twisting it over the right leg. Extending the left arm out, looking over those left fingertips. Breathing here in this twist on this side. Inhale and begin to untwist as you bring that knee in, and then extend both feet out to meet on the mat. Or if you'd like, you can do your Shavasana with both feet together and knees out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. And this pose is just a nice pose that helps open the hips and opens the heart all at the same time. And as we lay here, we'll complete our Shavasana. So I invite you, if you'd like, you can have again your legs extended so you can continue to rest here, or if you'd like, you can keep your legs in with your Supta Baddha Konasana and get that hip and chest opener as you breathe here and let the body rest. I invite you, whatever pose you decided to take, to just really let your body relax, starting at the top of your head, moving down to the toes, letting everything just become a little bit more grounded, a little bit more supported, a little bit more restful. Allowing the day that you had today to just kind of fall off you. Knowing that you can't really change anything about today, but right now in this moment you can give yourself this care. Give yourself this time. Just resting here and breathing and being. If you find yourself getting distracted, I invite you to just focus on your breath. As you're ready and as it feels good to you, just begin to bring some slight movements in. If you were in the laying down Shavasana, or if you'd like to bring those knees in, give yourself a hug. And just take a moment to stretch out your Supta Baddha Konasana. When you're ready, I invite you now to turn over to your right or left side as you feel awake and ready to make movement. Just pause here and breathe. Once you feel ready to come up all the way to a seat, I invite you to press up. Tall spine. And we'll take a deep release breath here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Bringing hands down to heart center. Bowing and thanking yourself for taking this time to reduce stress and practice with me. Let's keep healing together.